Hello everyone, it's KaloaGames here today, and today we are doing something very special. We're doing a Christmas collab. This Christmas collab was is depends on when you're watching this video. Was a collab between, I think we're 24 people, organized by ChellPlays. I will leave her channel in the description below, as well as a playlist containing everyone's video. So, for this collab, the plan was to fill out Newcrest with Christmassy buildings and builds, not as you know what I mean. So I decided I wanted to do a community lot because I just really like community lots. I like the freedom. I like that they're just different, you know? They have different configurations, shapes, everything. And I decided to do a cafe or a coffee shop, and well, I don't really have a reason why I chose to do this. I just really like coffee shops. I like to hang out at coffee shops. I like to, I don't know, just spend time there and see. They're just comfy, you know. I travel a lot by bus, so a lot of times for an event or something I have to do, I go on bus, and sometimes I get either always too early or too late. And coffee shops are really useful when you're too early and you have to wait. So this coffee shop, I didn't really have a plan going in. I just knew I wanted to have a gazebo and a little pond in the lot, because this is a pretty big lot. It's a 40 by 30, I believe. So, but I didn't want to make a huge coffee shop because I like coffee shops that are small and cozy, and I don't know, a Christmassy coffee shop makes me think of something cozy and small and just the right size. So I wanted to have like an outside hanging out area too, because I don't know, with so much space and how beautiful Newcrest is. Yeah, Newcrest. I think it's really a shame to not take advantage of that outdoor space. So I started off with a fountain. You probably saw that earlier in the video. Started with a fountain, but then eventually, I wanted the gazebo to be like half above the water, and I wanted to have like a little bridge because that's supposed to be like a river. So apparently with fountains you cannot have buildings so close to the water, like from above. So I eventually tried it with pools. With a pool, and it worked really well. I also put a fence around the whole pool so your Sims won't decide to just go swimming in it in the middle of a blizzard. Because you know how the Sims are. Here I'm starting to figure out the vibe, figuring out what areas are gonna be for what. I wanted to have like an outdoor area near the entrance, because even though this is a Christmas collab build, I didn't want it to be like too restricted to Christmas. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't tested out how this build looks in any other season, but I would think it's not so bad, just the decorations wouldn't be very seasonal, I guess. But here you can see where I changed it into a pool, and then we could have the gazebo on it, but sadly the columns do not go on the water. So let's just pretend that they're not floating. And this is a little bridge I make. I think it turned out to be very cute. I love little bridges for some reason. I don't know why. They can be like really small and not be tall at all, but I think they're really nice. And we of course use a lot of trees to make it blend in with the terrain around it a little bit better. And in other seasons the gazebo will probably look better because it has a glass roof. And the Porsche, well, air quotes the Porsche, like the entrance bit, that roof is also glass, and I'm not sure how that will look without the snow. But you know, you can easily change the color of that. So now we're starting to actually like try to furnish. But the style of the building ended up a bit modern, which I did want. Like I didn't want the building to look like a really old house. I wanted it to look like a new building, but I also wanted to have all the couches look really cozy. So that combination didn't work out that well at first, but I think in the end I make it happen. Oh, and I forgot about the bathrooms. I had to add those in last minute, but I think that it actually worked pretty well how I add them. And I put like a screen wall, so you don't have like the direct side of the bathrooms, because I always feel like that's a little awkward. Also, you probably saw a few seconds ago, I removed that wall that was outside to open up the porch more, because with that wall the whole building just looked like a weird square. So basically at that point I was kinda stuck, and I asked for a little help and constructive criticism, and I changed a lot of stuff. I moved the entrance to be closer to the bar area, and that allowed me to make the sitting area more spread out, you know. So it also makes sense with the bathrooms and everything to be like there. Here I decided we needed light and something of interest to have on the garden. I'm gonna call it a garden. Not sure if that's the right term. Like, it's a garden, but it's like I don't know. I tried to make it like an experience you could walk through and have a nice time and have stuff to look at. The bathrooms are really basic, but I really like them. I think they integrate the Christmassy with the modern quite well. Of course, this build had to have a fireplace, and I decided on that fireplace because it has so much detail and depth, and it looks more realistic than just a smaller fireplace, especially with how thin the walls are in The Sims. So then I remembered, oh yeah, at night we didn't have any lights, so went around, put lights, furnished the gazebo, just really basic, a little seating area with that table that I want in real life that is also like a fireplace. I would die if I found that table in real life. I know they exist, but I haven't seen them like in person in the store in the stores I go to. And then I decided to make like a little path, also fence off the whole pool because we don't want any Sims swimming there and you know, dying of the freezing cold. Actually, when I tested this build, for some reason some of the fence around the pool disappeared. So a second after I hit play, there was a child in the pool, and I kind of freaked out because I'm one of those Sim players that doesn't really kill Sims. I know it's kind of weird, but I always want my Sims to survive and, I don't know, achieve their life goals when I do play live mode, because I mostly play building, you know. And here I'm just adding details to the bar. That's like a little area where they sell mugs. Thought that was a cool detail. Just making sure everything's visible, that it looks inviting, and I tried to make it look from the outside like it was like a not necessarily a cafe, because it would be hard to tell, sorry, but like a commercial building. We add a little sign, and you have the chalkboard, and the pathway to those steps I illuminated, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. Please let me know what you think of this build in the comments below. I will have a download link in the description of this video in case you want to download it. If you want to just search for my origin ID, it is just KaloaGames without the space. And yeah, remember to check out the playlist with all the other videos from the collab. The ones I've seen are amazing. I haven't seen them all yet because, you know, Christmas is a crazy time. But the ones I've seen I really liked. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Have a very nice day and a very nice Christmas and Happy New Year's. And if you're seeing this in the future, it's probably too late, but still have a good day. And I'll leave you with the screenshots. Bye bye.